Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, January 9, 2017, 12:52 a.m. Birmingham. And topic, um, there may be a forest fire starting, and the ignition may be a little piece of paper called a forged Obama birth certificate. And Sheriff Joe, one of the last things he did, I think his office is up now, or if not, it will be at the end of the month, but I think it was up the end of December. But he, with other people endorsing him, and he hired a lot of people to go out, and I'm talking about two of the biggest Obama supporters. They're still want to find the truth. They still want to know, because law is law. There is no two ways. There's only one way. Law, meaning you did it or you didn't. I mean, it's good or it's bad. It's illegal or it's legal. And so if you go in and try to attempt to cover something up, and then you do, and then the next guy finds it, and he says, well, I don't see a problem here, but I do with his. That could start a mudslinging program. So some of his top supporters both came with the same agreement. Not only them, there was many. The simple fact is that Obama's birth certificate's forged. No ifs, ands, and buts. They are forged. They are not real. Now, the next step is finding where the real one is, if there is a real one. And then the next is proving, if they can't find it, where he was born. Here's one thing that's not going to happen. They're not going to scare him away, because if he knows it, and if he knows they're hot on his tail, then January 21, or actually January 20th, about 3:30 p.m., he'll be on the first flight out of the city, or his city, in hiding, because a whole lot of people will have to pay. And I mean, not just a monetary payment of a very heavy penalty. They'll take everything they have and put them under the jail, probably forever. When you deceive a government, that means hundreds of thousands of lies are told to the federal agents. And one lie told to a federal court one time is enough to lock you up for 6 years or more. So what they have done, if he's illegal, then there's no end to the damages that he's done to our country. It can never be recovered, but he can be put away for the rest of his days. And probably hundreds of people that knew about this. And I'm talking about a literal hundreds of people. I'm saying 200 or 300. A lot of people knew and still knows the truth. But Sheriff Joe uncovered that, and Carl Gallups, he's an ex-law enforcement, ex-private detective, ex-detective on the police department. I don't know if he was with Arizona, or I think he was a little bit north of there. But carlgallops.com, go there, and he said you'll see a yellow flag, and click on it. That's the entire Obama birth certificate study and investigation, if you want to see that. And there's a lot of it there. But no one to date will stand up and say what will happen if it's proven that Obama is illegal. No one has gone there yet. And as I said right early on when I started talking, we don't want to scare him away if he's illegal, because we want him here if he's illegal. So I thought you may want to hear that. Personally, I believe Obama's been illegal the whole time, all the way through. And my blogs going back 8 years project that, my very thoughts about it. And because I got some information back then that showed what everybody else had posted prior to the long form being posted, which was in 2011. And even when I saw the copy of that, I know that is, you can't, I mean, this is something done in an alley somewhere. But anyway, the point is, I believe that he is illegal. And even if there was a lost certificate, there's means and there's ways to go through, steps to go through within the state of Hawaii to find what that has been lost by his mother or grandmother or anyone else, to prove where they were born and where he was born. It's easy enough to do. They have that, but they're not disclosing that to you and I. So just if you want to find out more, you can go to Skywatch TV, YouTube, and Carl Gallups will be speaking to Derek Gilbert about that. And then he can direct you to his site where you can look it up for yourself. I'm not going to go there because my thought process is stuck in my head, and I'm not waving from it. I'm staying on it because I believe that he's illegal. And thought I'd pass that along. Jody Wolf, Expoz.